Everyone needs therapy.
Everyone does need therapy.
This is Renee.
And this is Irina. And you're listening to Honey, I'm Healing. Hi, good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Hey, everyone.
This is my last day of being 30. And I'm so excited about spending it with you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you have fun things planned today?
Well, John is out of town. So I'm going to actually go babysit his sister's kids so that they can go out. But I am just kind of spending the day by myself, and I'm actually really looking forward to that.
That's exciting. That's what I'm doing too. Me too. Oh, fun.
You know, I was kind of reminiscing on it about last year with John, and I was like, this time last year I was in Tennessee. I was getting ready to go to Tennessee, and you know,
it feels like just yesterday, but you were like a different person. I feel like
night and day. Like I could not, can't relate to her anymore, and thank God for that.
Oh, and that's so beautiful. But even that Renee was so beautiful and
oh
amazing,
yeah,
so
yeah.
How exciting! I forgot it was your birthday. I felt like in my head your birthday was here when you were here last month. So
it kind of was
so exciting.
So yeah, this time last year I was about to get on a plane to go to Tennessee for my birthday, for my 30-30. And I was kind of reminiscing that with John, and he was like, well, I feel like we've established kind of like maybe every 6 months we'll probably see them.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, how lucky am I to have a partner who is so in love with my friends, just as much as I am. Because I feel like that's pretty rare for someone to be brought into these relationships and be like, you know what, I actually really vibed with them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how Matt feels. Yes. Matt really liked you on your own. And now he's like, cool.
I mean, how could he not?
Get a friend. Of course he did. He loves all my friends. So that's nice.
I feel like, I don't know, because I feel like all of your friends are very different from one another.
Very.
Because but what I find is what I find really interesting is that Matt and I have the most niche things in common.
Yeah.
We both love Incubus, and our favorite author is J.D. Salinger and Donna Tartt. What? I don't know. So he'll be like, "Oh, did you hear this really weird underground band from Australia from the 80s?" And I'm like, "Matt, no, I didn't." You know what? I vibe with it.
But you know what? He is he has niche things with everyone.
Okay.
And so he's
wow, now I don't feel special.
No, you are. But
I'm just kidding.
What's funny about that is now that you say that, he's the one person that I see in also a lot of my friends. All the cool little niche things about my friends I have found in the one I love. Because I can't marry you all, so.
That would be weird.
Yeah, it would be. Anyways, I feel like we started 2025 off with the foundation of what we want to embody, and now we're gonna express our own vision and goals and whatnot through a vision board today. So really quick, what is a vision board to you? What does that mean to you? Because we didn't even talk about this.
Okay, well, you know how much I love visualization. It's a place where intentionality meets action, and I think that that's why they're really powerful tools, because you're able to kind of gather different feelings or aesthetics that you're looking to embody and put it into one singular place, and then, for lack of a better word, manifest it.
Yeah, you explained that so perfectly. That's what I imagined too when I was creating this. I also I see my life already in the vision board, but what is different to me about it is I'm not intentional every day about these things, but these are things, at least 1-2 things I want to be intentional about every day in 2025. So it's more intentionality for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so what's on your vision board?
Let me show my vision board really quick. I'm going to start from the top. There's this mom holding her baby outside. I want to be outside more and not like doing big things, but just the mundane, like enjoying little walks, being present in nature, and doing that with my kids more outside and not letting like the heat or the weather like
Yeah.
affect whether I'm going to be outside or not, because that's something that
Whether
unfortunately
you're
is
going to be outside.
unfortunately I'm very affected by the weather. But I'm like, no, none of that anymore. Like we get to change our mindset and shift from who we were and who we want to be. So
I love that.
my next one, into motherhood, there's this quote and I love it. And it says, your ordinary moments are their childhood memories. And there's this sweet photo of this mom cooking with her kids. Like, I want to be like allow my kids to be more involved in like the mundane tasks of the home, one, so that they can learn to be responsible humans and adults, but two, so that like I'm pregnant. I got a breath from talking. But two, so that they like and it's not just their memories, it's my memories too, you know, like I have those memories of where I'm allowing myself to slow down to enjoy these moments with them rather than being like, okay, it's just faster if I do that on my own really quick. Or and one thing I'm gonna get is like, I don't know if you've seen those stools, like the step
Yes.
stools that
Yep.
like kind
They're
of
like
enclose.
barricaded in.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want
Yeah.
that. And I was like, okay, that's an action step. That's something I can buy to like, because how else I mean, I can mention many ways my kids can get on the counters, but like that's like an
It's
appropriate
a
way.
safe way.
It's a safe
Yeah.
way, yeah. Yeah, okay, this one is so fun. This is a photo of me and Matt. He's wearing a white t-shirt. We are in a bar and I'm drawing on his shirt because we this was like I think second year together. We went to a bar and he was wearing a white t-shirt. And in Knoxville, Tennessee, if you are wearing a white t-shirt to a bar, you are apparently gang affiliated. So we were like, they wouldn't allow him in. So I grabbed a pen slash marker from the bar and started drawing all over his t-shirt right there, and like just the funniest things. And it was so fun. So what's on my vision, because being parents, like we just like get so tired in the day-to-day things that we don't prioritize our own fun time. So one thing I want to do a lot more this year is have fun. Like we have fun every day, but like intentionally doing fun things out of the house together alone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you should go and say like three now. Maybe one of your
Okay.
categories just to break us up.
Sure. So let me pull them up quick. I feel like ours are very similar in that, like, in terms of mental health, really want to embody this year. And it's really timely because as we were getting ready to record this, I was like, Irina, I lost the cord to hook up my mic, so that's why I'm using these. And like, I feel like my life is just generally really disorganized right now. So there's a picture of Google, like a Google Calendar,
I'm looking at
on
it.
mine, and do not disturb. Constantly living on do not disturb,
Love that.
and knitting and being like going for road trips. And then there's the quote, you don't have to be extreme, just consistent. And I wanted to find this quote that I kept seeing on Pinterest. And I repeat it multiple times, either to myself or to other people. Speed doesn't matter, direction does.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I putting such an emphasis on the timing of things rather than the direction? And that's kind of what I really want to embody. Just like living slowly, but really intentionally,
Mm-hmm.
and letting that be the propeller, like to gain momentum instead of being fixated on going a certain speed other than slow.
I have like that on mine too. But I feel like that's something we always talk about, like that we want
Yeah,
to be more, and that like is part of the feminine.
for sure.
Oh, I love that.
For sure. Yeah.
Road trip. I love the road trip one. And the books. Do you feel like you
Oh,
want to
so
read
many
more?
books. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because subscriptions are ridiculously expensive, and just I was telling somebody the other day, like, I legitimately, until about a year ago, forgot that libraries were a thing.
Oh, really? I miss going to the library.
Add it to the book. Be Matilda. Be Miss Honey.
Yeah.
Go to the library.
Uh-huh.
I should really put her on my mood board. I want to be Miss Honey.
Ooh, you are Miss Honey,
I
though.
am. I
You are
really
Miss
am.
Honey. You even look like her.
Thank you.
I'm Matilda. I'm the little witch.
No, you're Lavender, the girl with the pigtails.
Oh, what? She's so like.
Or no, Amanda Thripp. That's who you are. I feel like she's the one who's like Mrs. D, Mrs. I, Mrs. F, F, I. Like she's the one who
Okay.
gets like spun around and then went by the Trunch Bowl, and then when she's catapulted, she's like grabbing all of the flowers in the field, and
Oh.
she's like, that is you to
Oh,
a
that's so
T.
funny. I need to watch that again. That's like one of Hayden's
Yes,
favorite movies, and that was one of my favorite movies growing up.
mine too. Mine
Loved
too.
it. I would always like try to practice with my eyes to make things move in the house, especially when I was mad at my
Yes.
brothers and be like, get that face and smash it in his head. It's so cruel. I probably didn't do that, but we can cut that part out.
No, we're not. We're keeping that in. Every time I see Cheerios, I think of her. Because there's like a special scene with Cheerios and then like her moving the curtains, and what good memories.
That's so funny. So, mine that kind of relates to you in there is I have this picture of like I have a big X on headphones and a heart on books. And I want to stop audiobooks because they are such a dopamine hit for me because I can get through them so quickly. And of course, I put them on like a higher speed. And
I know.
the
At
camera
least it's not
loved
balloons.
it.
It's not balloons.
Um, anyways, it's like such a dopamine hit for me. And I find myself not like being as intentional in listening or not, like loving the book. I find myself, I love books more when I read them. So I'm like, who cares how many, who cares about the speed? Who cares how many books I read? It's never been about reading a lot of books for me. It's been about like, how many can I enjoy? So I'm like, okay, we need to stop that.
I 100% agree, especially because I know you and I both listen at 2 times speed at least. So it's like, but it's like, how much are you actually
Absorbing.
absorbing?
Exactly.
Yeah. So good.
Now podcasts don't count because
No.
I don't have 30-45 minute drives.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say 2 more.
Okay.
Food related. I have like this photo of a bunch of fruits and veggies, or actually just veggies in here. But I want to be like not necessarily eat healthier because I feel like I've really done a great job of improving that in my life this year, but like teaching that to my kids more.
Yeah.
Because convenience, we allow that to get into. I've allowed that in our lifestyle, and I'm like, okay, I don't care about convenience anymore. I'm like, if it takes me longer to cook meals that I know will nourish our bodies more, I want them to learn that. And under that, I put my lion's mane mushroom. I want to get back into harvesting mushrooms. I feel like such a little boho like hippie
You
on
are.
my vision board. But like looking into mushrooms that help the brain. Lion's mane is one of them, and just like learning more about them. And then I also have my herbs down there. I want to get back into harvesting my herbs and making my own teas and using it as medicine. So that's some of like
Irina's just a forager.
I am.
You really are. You were made for that. Like that's so you. The thing I will say that I really love about the way that you parent with food, especially to a young girl, and like when I was in Knoxville last and saw just how you act about food with Haven, it was just really encouraging to me. If she wants something, you let her have it. And I remember telling you this of like, I really
Yeah.
appreciate that you don't say that there's good foods and bad foods, but that you focus on how does that food make you feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm really, really, really like, I commend you for that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if she wants something that probably is not good for her, I'm not going to say this will make you fat. No, that's going to give you worms out of your butt, honey, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
But if you want
because
to
it's
do
probably
that,
sugar.
more power to you. But yeah.
That like really changes her perspective.
She's like,
Parasites
oh,
are a thing,
they
okay?
are. They are.
And I guess part of that food group is like reducing sugar. I am such a big sugar
Hmm.
lover, but like
Me
I
too.
want to get sugar out of my diet.
There's a lot of studies about how sugar contributes to Alzheimer's and cancer, and
Oh yeah. Sugar is a disease.
I'm an addict, and I'm proud to admit it.
Me too. We all are in this house.
Mm.
Oh. Okay, your turn.
For mine, I have a group of friends all doing art. Um,
Love.
I just really want to contribute. Like all of my really close friends are all very artistic, creative people, and I want to continue to cultivate friendships that really bring out that side of me. Because one of the other things on mine is a little post-it note that says, just make it exist first, you can make it good later. And one of my
Mm.
goals for when I turned 30 was that I wanted to publish a book for the first time. And I went through so many iterations of this over the last year of, well, do I want to do poetry? Do I want to do short stories? Do I want to do a novel? And it's just like, just put something out there. And I
Mm-hmm.
told myself over and over and over again, the first one's gonna be bad, and that's something to celebrate because I'm gonna learn from that
It
and
only
I'm
gets
gonna grow
better.
from that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 7, 8 year old version of me deserves to have 31-year-old Renee do that. And so that's what I plan on doing in 2025.
You just need to do it. And
Yeah.
like whichever one, I feel like you need to, whether it's you find it more successful or not, just whichever one like you feel more naturally inclined to do.
Yeah. Well, and I saw a quote too that said, the first draft is you just telling the story to yourself.
That's so good.
And yeah, so
I really like that.
I need to do that. Obviously, you're going to read it like
Yeah.
before it comes out, but like, I don't know. It's just something I've really wanted to do.
Well, next year we're gonna check these things off. So,
Yes. And then I have a picture of the couple from It's a Wonderful Life because,
mm-hmm.
unpopular opinion, I feel like I was made for that era. I feel like Donna Reed in this movie really embraces femininity just in how like her appearance is and her demeanor and how she allows to be chaste and it just is playful. But James Stewart at the end of it like is just so enamored with her, and I just kind of see that as a relationship goal of mine to just be the couple from my favorite movie.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like you already are that, but I feel like I see what you mean. Like you want to believe that that's who you are. I see it,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
you want to be convicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
For
love
sure.
that. And then your quote, people make an effort when they want to. What was that for?
Well, it's this whole like if they wanted to, they would kind of thing. I don't necessarily agree with that because I believe depression and other mental health things can contribute to that. But I think it puts the emphasis on this entire like let them theory.
Mm-hmm.
People will put an effort in when they want to, when they're available to, but the emphasis is on them.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you. And so in relationships, when someone's coming at me or someone's, kind of aggressive or I don't like the way that someone's speaking to me, I feel like I'm able to detach myself from that situation and just say, something's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Or like someone, like I have a friend that's not reached out in a while or, and I reached out to them and they didn't respond. They're just busy. Yeah.
Has nothing to do
But
with
I would
you.
have spiraled about that in the past for sure. Would have been like, what did I do? Did I do something wrong?
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's good. I love that.
And then finally, the one that I put on there is the words you speak become the house that you live in. And that is one thing, that is one hill I will die on, that life and death is in the power of the tongue and that your words have creative power. And so, creating an environment and a lifestyle that I'm actively choosing positive words and powerful words to help build the house and the family and the foundation and things in my life that I want.
Yeah, I see like all the notes on the walls. That's so good. I used to do that. Do you do that? Do you put like, or is that something you want to do this year? Is like put your notes of or like your affirmations or your visions on the walls, and
I literally have them up in the corner of my living room,
that's
and it's something I still do.
I saw a video yesterday that said when you sleep next to your vision board and it's the last thing you see, like that's the last part of your consciousness, like it manifests more into your life. And I was like, huh, I'm gonna print mine out and put it next to my bed and like frame it.
Yeah, do it. Make it a spectacle. Let everyone in the house see, like, this is the direction that we're heading.
Yeah, you're all gonna be cleaning with me.
Tell Matt to buy more white shirts.
That's so funny. Um, oh, that's good. I love yours. Yours are so inspiring.
Yours are too. When you sent yours, I was like, that is very much her. Yes.
I have like three more, four more technically, little quick
Yeah.
ones. There's this room that's very colorful. One of the
Mm-hmm.
goals I have this year is to make beautiful, fun, colorful, creative rooms for the kiddos. I have this girl walking with overalls, and I just jumped into action and bought these 2 days ago, actually.
I'm obsessed.
And I was like, I want to find my style. I saw a video yesterday saying how athleisure is killing individuality, personality, and style. And I was like, I want to walk away from athleisure after this pregnancy and like just develop a style. And
Mm-hmm.
there's another picture here with a girl wearing like a patchwork dress. Like, I love that. That's definitely part
Yes.
of the style. But I also want to make patchwork dresses for Haven and I. So that's like a very solid goal I have this year. I put little quotes like gratitude, feminine energy era, be obsessed with yourself, like totally
Mm-hmm.
loving everything about myself and my expression. And then here I wrote, I am creative. And I don't know if you saw this photo, but I soft pasteled that last night. And so yesterday I decided, so for when we decided 2025 vision board, I'm like a jump right into action girly. So I was like, I want
Mm-hmm.
to be a soft pastel artist this year. And I went and bought some, and I was learning some techniques from an artist, and I followed her techniques and I made that.
You just free-handed that.
I did that. Yeah. I was
Shut
so
up.
proud. So I was like, this is going to be like, and then I was like, I don't want to do this on my own. I want my kids to paint with me. So that big picture in the middle
Yeah.
of a little child painting is like, I want to paint with my kiddos. And um, yeah.
So fun.
And then the quote, I will never have this version of me again. Let me slow down and be with her. I feel like that's so us.
Yes.
And to end it with us, this picture right here is about Honey, I'm Healing. It's a bunch of women in a circle, the women's circle vibe. I would love to grow, whether it's online, in person, Honey, I'm Healing community more. That is a big goal of mine, is
Mm-hmm.
growing us and making it like more intimate and finding our own niche, because I feel like we're there month by month. We're growing there. So yeah,
Direction matters, speed doesn't.
exactly. It
So
took us a
good.
year to kind of like get into what we love to talk about and finding like what we embody and what's important to us. And it's been such a almost fun year.
Oh, it's been the best year. But 2025 is going to be better.
So much better. Yeah.
Oh, I
I
can't wait.
Do you have anything else from your board?
I mean, yes, but
Tell it. I see a little child.
uh, yeah.
Explain, please.
I would like to start to work towards having a family at some point.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Um, yeah, I just missed a call from him, and he just
Oh, he was getting ready to start a family, so
he heard that he's like, let me send a voicemail really quick.
And then slow living. I see that. Is that a hairbrush or a dry brush?
Dry brush.
Yes, I
Obsessed.
used to do it and I stopped. I need to put that back on mine because
Yes.
that is a slow living lifestyle self-care thing.
But I feel so much better when I do it. And I don't know if it's a placebo thing or not, but I noticed that my cellulite reduction is like it's reduced. And
Really?
I've looked into science about it, and it's not proven to do that. But if it makes me think that it is, more power to do that.
Changes your mind.
Why not?
No, but it really does, like, it helps your blood flow, your lymphatic drainage.
Yep. I'm super into that. And I've done it for probably like 6 months now and have really loved it. So yeah. Super into it.
I used to do it, but now it's like hard to bend over and I need to get back into it. I need to stop
Yeah,
making excuses.
I think that's maybe something you wait till after, you know.
No, I have little tables I can lift my legs on. No excuses here.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Yes.
We're gonna post our boards on our socials, so go check it out.
Okay, I have one last question. Irina, what's the book for March?
Okay, we are going to be reading a fiction book called Lady Tan's Circle of Women by Lisa C. This has been on my TBR for a long time because it has to do with women, friendships, and it's historical fiction based in 1400s, 1500s China. And I love like reading books that have to do with other cultures. I feel like I learn so much and it's so much more interesting to me. But basically, it's about, and it's based on a true story about a female physician who learns to be a doctor from her grandmother, and then she gets sent off to be in an arranged marriage where the home is like led by the mother-in-law. So now there's like all this societal pressure and customs and norms that she has to follow, but she's also like this really strong, independent woman and physician, and she's like dedicated her life to treating women's health issues, and now like she's told she can no longer do that. So the themes are friendships, resilience, and the challenges women face in patriarchal societies. And if you like Kristen Hanna, they say you will like this book. And Lisa C is an author I've been wanting to get into.
Yeah, well, we love Kristen Hanna.
Yes,
this account is basically just a Kristen Hanna fan page. So
yeah, I thought this book, like based on the reviews, like it can. I wanted something that will change like our mindset of how we view womanhood. I'm excited to see like how we feel about this book and whether we love it or.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right.
All right.
And
one last thing I want to do too.
Ooh.
We talked about our visions and goals for ourselves. What's one thing that you see for me that you want to hold me accountable to for 2025? And then I'll give you one.
I want to see you get involved into some kind of sport.
What kind of sport?
Honestly, like I could see you skiing. I'm gonna let you choose.
Okay.
I can see you like skiing or even doing what's that popular one? It's not tennis. It's
pickleball.
Pickleball. I don't know. I could see you doing something, but like something that's like a physical hobby.
Okay. I was almost gonna self-deprecate and I stopped myself because I was gonna go nothing about this says Sporty Spice. Like I'm not. But you know what? Okay. For you.
I do it all, Renee.
You really do.
So I'm like really interested to hear this.
I'd like to see you rest more.
Oh. Well, that is on the board.
Okay. Prioritize rest. Mm-hmm. And like rest looks different at different times, but learning what rest is for you in different seasons and then kind of bookmarking those things and going back to them when you need to but making it a regular practice in your life.
That's good. I love that. I'm on board.
Irina really said 2025, Renee is becoming more active. Irina's resting more.
That's why we get along so well. Of course, mine is like, here you go. Here's a new skill you need to learn.
It's yin and yang, really. I love it.
Love it.
Oh.
Okay, guys, thanks for joining us today, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.